Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another wonderful live stream. Let's get some light shining over here. Hope everyone's had a wonderful 4th. Hope you guys had a couple days off to work on your models and do all that fun jazz. Oh boy. So today I think we're going to do a little bit of body mods and some other fun things to get this body kind of ready for paint. Let's see here. What are we going to need? Go with that one. Go with that one. And let's see up here. See if I have a smaller round. A little bigger. Let's pull up here. Ugh. Let's fix this. Give me a second here, guys. Sorry about that. Just had to fix a couple things. Hopefully my live cooperates today. Let's say halfway down this corner. This one needs to get a little sharper point now. Second, I almost thought I didn't unmute my mic again. So we got a couple people out there watching. So I'm cutting a groove so I can kind of recess this round bar in there. We're going to make it look like a weld mark. Like this quarter panel has been replaced. There's one of my regulars, full throttle. What's going on, buddy? Let's see. Go a little lower. Do you have a good fourth, at least? Have that little thing go. Let me put some tape or something on this. Oh, you Mike, you need to get out of my face today. A little bit lower. Let's scroll up here for my Mr. Chat. Oh, you freaking Canadians. Oh, I'm kidding. I played video games with a Canadian, so I can't say much. Well, did you have a good Canadian day? At least? I can't keep track where all you guys are from. Alrighty, I like that. She's a little recessed in. Give it that optical illusion. So let's get it glued in. Born in Texas, but why did you move to Canada? Been here since I was a kid. Mom wanted to move here. Well, I guess that makes sense. It's not a bad trick to add some trim to your car either. Kind of grinding and resetting that in. It's pretty damn nice. Where is that? I have no idea. I wonder where everyone is today. They all still too hungover from the 4th? Take beer. Really odd kind of feeling watching me here live and then watching it live up there. It's a little bit different. Alright, so I want to add some kind of cancer spots different places around the body. You know, some of the older cars, when they get cancer or start to get cancer, they kind of bubble up, but the paint's still kind of there. A little bit of the rust is showing through, so that's kind of what I want to do. Where's my stupid glue? I kind of want it three-dimensional. So that's what we're going to attempt here. So I have my special concoction here. I think we'll dab some super glue. Kind of get it different heights. Since this stuff is thick, I can kind of dab little dots. And I'm hoping sprinkle some of this on there, I'll get the effect I want. There we go. I like that. Let's go a little lower to the rocker. Get the effect I'm looking for. That's freaking awesome. I like that. Let's add some cancerous spots going down here. Down this rocker. Let's see. Let's switch cameras real quick. Not that. You can go away. I don't know if you can tell or even see that cancer spot very well since that popped off. If I can get it in here. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then when I paint over it, it'll kind of look like that cancer. Kind of add layers. Get some real kind of dimension to it. And a couple spots here. Couple here. I like it. So full throttle, what are you working on? We're still working on that 57, right? Switch it back up here. Since that is going to be there. Come on. Almost all the way down this. What are you doing to that thing? I haven't watched any videos this week like I wanted to. I get to go out of town again, so I've been trying to get my work van back together and ready for that trip. Let that sit there. This corner's really bad. Outlaw streetcar. Ooh. This rust powder's got quite a bit of texture to it, so hoping that will help when it comes to painting. So Outlaw street tire, big wheel or little wheel? should say, what, big tire, little tire, whatever they classify those as. Big tire. Very nice. I want to add just a few cancer spots in front of the hood. Usually got scratch built frame, roller chassis, floor pan, overhead cam, Hemi. Ooh, at least I'm not the only one building with a Hemi. Usually get a little bit of cancer here. Starting to come around the back window. Well, it's full throttle. Should we add a little bit of cancer too? Mr. Dozer, welcome. Stuff even smells like rust. Going fantastic. We're adding a little bit of cancer to this car. Maybe it's got a little bit on this window. This happy little window. We'll add a little cancer right to that corner. My table has become a disaster. Alright, where else? That's how most of them are, yep. So the beginning of it, I added a little rod. I've been doing some testing for weld lines. We'll work on that once that actually dries, but for the meantime, we're going to add a little bit of cancer in places. Let's add a little bit more down this back window here. Trunk lines always go down the sides of the trunk lines. A little bit more stupid glue. Yeah, we can do that. Stick. Get off there. We can add a little bit down here. Let that soak in. A little heavy up here. Just drag it down that trunk line. Oh boy. Over here. Grab this. Kind of clean my fingers off. Oh, that looks beautiful. Nice down those trunk lines. Got a little bit going across the front of the hood. We got the rocker, quarter panels, front fenders coming down the rocker. This one's getting pretty bad. Let's add a little bit here. Around the window trims, yeah. Up on the roof, I could see that. And a little bit going on here in this corner. Add a little bit, let's say up here. This definitely would classify as a Utah car. They all look like this. Let's say we got I thought about doing that. Let's say he's got a really bad spot right here. But I don't want this car to look too far gone. I want it to look like, and kind of backstory is the used to be Grandpa's car. Maybe it's been sitting out in the garage for a little while and he's just barely starting to kind of fix it up. Let's put a little cancer on the hood. Paint's starting to peel. It's a little rusty, but not too bad. It's got some issues. Paint's all faded. But the paint's still kind of intact. He started to fix it up. He's put air ride suspension on it, maybe put different wheels and tires on it. He's fixed the interior, but he's just starting to fix it up himself. So we'll do the weld line on this quarter panel. We'll do the factory, black, like it's a brand new quarter panel. He's just barely starting to work on fixing up the body. all the trim's still there. Grandpa took somewhat good care of it until he couldn't anymore. And the thing just sat out in the barn. Alright, Rust-Oli done. I don't think I'm going to add any more rust. You know, we'll do the rust lines maybe coming out the door jambs and stuff like they're rusted, and down the trunk and running over the bumpers and stuff like that, but I think that's about as far as it will go. Let's grab this and we'll just clean off this workbench. Now Dragon Speed Shop is rusty. Alright, what do I do with that rag? It's kind of cleaned up. Alright, let's see if I can find my rust spoons or not. I don't remember where I put them. Let's turn you on. Oh, I can't. Alright, give me a second, guys. Need to switch cords around. Getting a little warm in my room. Alright. Oh, let's turn you down. Sorry if that gets too noisy. So, wherever my camera is, and if it will focus, I've been practicing trying to make some kind of simulated weld lines. That's what we're going to do on the round bar. You can kind of see it's got some texture to it, but I think it's going to pass for what I want to do. So we'll get this tape down. Hopefully it will stay this time. Different way. Alright, there we go. So we can pull you guys in so you can see what the heck is going on here. Hopefully it's not too blinding and bright. Give me a second for my camera feed to catch up to me. It's funny, there's a 10-second delay. John, welcome to the live. Alright, so what we're going to need, rather you can use Tamiya, whatever you want, whatever kind of, let's see if my camera's going to freak out today. Get some brighter light. Ah! Yeah, my camera's going to freak out today. Whatever you use to glue styrene. I've got this stuff. I've also have this that I absolutely love. That's what we're going to use, but I've just got it in a squeeze bottle. I'm going to need 2 different knives for this, wherever my other knife went. So, old X-Acto knife blade that doesn't really work, with the end cut off, broken right off. This one is not sharp anymore. I took some sandpaper and dulled it down, so the tip's kind of a little bit flat. So what we're going to do with this little round bar is we're going to add a whole bunch of this glue and this glue, and we're going to let it sit for a minute. We want it to kind of eat that glue as much as possible. We want that piece of styrene, that round piece of styrene, to be really, really soft. So when we start kind of smashing it and molding it, it kind of forms to its own. So that's why I kind of glued it first. Got it glued to the car and dried. So I'm coming in on kind of a 45-degree angle and cutting right down to the body. Just pulling it back a little bit, pulling it back like I'm welding. Just smashing it, cutting it. Oh, you guys can't even freaking see what the heck I'm doing. So let's flip you back up here. And we'll go like this. How about this? Gonna get shaky, but through the magic, I can bring you closer with this camera. Give me some more cable here so it comes over. Might be shaky for a minute. So I'm just coming in here and actually cutting the styrene into like little spikes. So getting it nice and moist, nice and wet, allows me to kind of come in here and cut this rod to kind of start the look of a weld line. So now I can see all my little tiny notches. Let's go right out to this edge. So now we're going to add some more. Going to kind of melt all those together. Now we're going to come in with the blunt one. Just kind of smash them. I don't want this to look like it was TIG welded. I wanted this to look like the kid in the backyard with a MIG welder. So the bead's kind of thick, uneven. I'm just going to smash this going down in different places. Turning my blade different directions so it kind of smashes different ways. So it's going to kind of start to look like a goobered mess. Come back in, recut some of these. Well, that would be a messy way to remove trim though. Smash this weld down so it looks like it's melted around those corners. Smash this one so it looks like a big goober right there at the edge of the wheel. So now that it's nice and kind of malleable, I'm just kind of pulling little spikes out. So there we go. Not too hard. I don't know how well this will show up on camera. See what it looks like. So there you go. Kind of simulated weld marks. Pretty painful to do. And then we'll paint the body. We'll come back and we'll paint some silver across the weld lines, and we'll paint this bottom half black. So it looks like a factory patch panel that he's welded in there, and he hasn't repainted or sanded down that weld or anything like that. I'm not the first to do weld lines, but that's my method of how I came up with it. Ugh, get off there. Ugh. You guys think of anywhere else we need to add some more rust, more cancer spots? So we got there, a couple on the roof and the hood. Got it going down the trim, around the trunk, rockers and quarters. Got a panel that's been welded in. I don't want to go too crazy with the cancer spots, but it is a 1962 Catalina that's from Utah, and we get really bad snow and rain, and so you guys think of anywhere else? Got the back of the trunk lid. So this added quite a bit of texture. I don't know. Kind of with the super glue and this rust powder that I've come up with, it adds quite a bit of texture to it, so that's going to look cool when paint gets put on it. And you guys think of anything else we should add to this? And it looks pretty rusty just sitting there. It's not even painted. To do a little bit of sanding around that weld mark to make it look a little nicer, but pretty happy with that. I think the bumper will cover there. Yeah, it does. We'll do the faded paint here across the whole thing. That's all bumper. So what do you guys think of that little weld trick? Doing it this way with the super glue and stuff, like this one here, focus camera, it's actually got like bubbles and texture spots. Focus you. The camera doesn't want to behave today. I think that weld's kind of scale. I'd like a little bit smaller of a bar, but I think that's all we're gonna add. So hopefully by next Sunday I might have paint on this thing if I can get my booth finished. Been a while since you went live. What the heck goes there? Little ornaments, huh? Any of you guys built this kit? This thing's got some like pretty nice detail of like on the motor. It's got the fuel lines, fuel pump, filter. I think it's pretty nicely detailed. For being a AMT kit. Got the kit in your stash, not built. You guys have seen the wheels and tires that I'm doing for this, right? They're kind of a twist on old school wheels and some new school. Yeah, there's those slicks I was looking for. There you go, full throttle. That's what we're putting under this. No, I'm kidding. Alright, there they are. No, those aren't it. Those are it. So they're kind of a mix between some new school wheels and some old school, with the white walls and a new modern rim. Boy, were those a pain in the rear end to build. But they look good. I think they'll fit the build for what I'm going for. Motor for mine went in a 40 Ford. Well, there's my motor. Ready to be painted baby blue. Speaking of baby blue, we're going that baby blue. So a light baby blue. That's the paint for this one. Maybe I'll change it up and I'll put these in there. Some big old fat slicks. Then race Full Throttle's car. We've got a really nice twin turbo LS that would fit in here. Glad I found those. That's for another project. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it. We're getting pretty close to the hour mark anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed. Learned something new. But guys, go enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I hope you have a wonderful week of work or relaxation, whatever you get to do. Till next time guys, this is Dragon Speed Shop. I'm out of here. Thanks for tuning in.